You're listening to Smegcast with Matt, Gary and Devon.
Did I mention this in the podcast about the Three Russian Hamsters?
No.
We had three Russian hamsters, and if anyone's ever had Russian hamsters,
Yeah.
they're fucking awful,
Right.
awful creatures.
Why in particular are they?
They're just little. They're little things.
Because I would always think Russian hamsters are quite big.
Nah,
Because
they're
every time a Russian comes on screen, you like
They
it's
look-
like 7 foot tall.
They
you
look
know?
like little mice.
Right.
Little mice.
Okay.
And they're absolutely nasty. I remember my dad chatting to a mate, and he had his hand on top of the cage, and his little Russian hamster, the worst one with the red eyes.
Right.
We called it Gary. It climbed up like this, and then it went like onto the bars.
Right.
You know, like it was climbing all the way across.
Right.
And then just bit my dad's finger, you know.
Oh,
like it
right.
took him a minute. My dad had no idea. He said every word under the sun. You
That's
know,
funny.
Anyway,
They were pretty like if the bit you man, it wasn't. It was,
they're vicious.
yeah,
real
very
bad.
vicious.
So
Like not a friendly pet. You
No,
know, I don't know why people had them. To be honest.
no, there were three Russian bloody hamsters. One was Gary, who was like a little one with red eyes.
Right. You see what he's doing?
One was called Snowy because it was white. But
I thought he was going to say one was called Devon. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
what,
what I
where's
was
he-
waiting for it.
one was called Devon. One was called Snowy, but actually stunk of piss. It was the most disgusting,
Right.
wretched animal you could think of.
Okay.
Just didn't look after itself.
Right.
And then one was Bob. I can't remember. It just kept himself to itself.
He was the unfortunate one.
Yeah, it
Nobody remembered to feed him, you know.
They were just the most skanky, nasty little hamsters you could ever imagine, right?
And this is a true story.
This is a true story.
Right.
All my stories are true.
I know, I figured that, yeah.
You know, you
I'm with
believe
you.
in Santa Claus when you're 10.
Yeah.
So we went on holiday, and we were going for 2 weeks,
Right.
and we had other hamsters, and they were nourished, and we really looked after them. But this one here, we used to forget to feed sometimes, and this kind of shit, right? Anyway, my mum goes to me.
You get the fucking RSPCA in the phone.
My mum goes to me. Make sure you put plenty of food and plenty of water for the Russian hamsters. Right?
There's like 3 Russian women in the back, you know.
Little babushka dolls.
And I was like, yeah, mum. So I was easily distracted as a child.
They don't get on with American hamsters. Fucking can't stand them, you know.
Oh yeah, the UN's in the middle of the cage. I remember putting lots of water,
But you didn't give any food.
but I forgot to top up the food. I was easily distracted as a kid.
That's terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
They had food when I left, but just
Right.
not enough.
Right.
Anyway, we go on holiday. Wonderful holiday.
Oh, that's good.
We go to our treasured hamsters when we come back. They're looking lovely. One's looking more bolder as the days go on. We go
So
to
like, this is Bob.
yeah, Bob.
Right.
So anyway, they were fine. I thought great. Went to the Russian hamsters. Russians.
Yeah.
There was only 2.
Right.
And
No.
I looked at the food bowl and there was no food.
No.
And I said to my mum, I forgot to feed her. She's like, oh God.
So,
anyway.
should I guess what happened, or do you want to?
No, don't ruin the
Okay,
story.
all right, no worries, go for it.
There's 2 hamsters.
Right,
Where's the other hamster?
where's the other one?
I look everywhere. I couldn't find him. Then I lifted up their little bed.
No. So what happened?
They ate him.
They ate him. I knew he was going to be eating it. I knew that.
They gutted him out.
So you underfed 3 Russian hamsters so much that they turned on one another.
And the worst thing was, they were that desperate.
Right.
They ate the skanky, wee-smelling hamster.
See, that would be me.
Did they wash him first?
Like if we were in a cage and nobody was fed, you 2 would eat me.
No. We'd eat him.
Well, that's okay. That's a very Christmassy story. Really got me in
Is
spirit.
that going to go into the final cut?
It actually might. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Actually, it might.
It's not very Christmassy though.
It's not terribly Christmassy story.
I know. Shh. Hang on, let me think.
That's right. Their names were like Santa.
No.
Yeah.
I'll pitch this in. So as a child, I was given hamsters for a Christmas present.
Brilliant.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Brilliant.
You can cut that in.
I'm going to cut that in.
It's very easy. The best Christmas present was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
I got that as well.
The
Did
big
you get
one?
the big one?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was like it had like skin that was like real skin.
Real skin, it's
And,
like-
and you squeezed it, and the mouth opened.
Yep.
Brilliant.
And it made the sound as well.
Made the sound.
It was massive, this thing.
It
I
was
couldn't
great.
believe how big it was.
Yeah, I love that too, man. It's nothing like
Yeah.
getting something that would eat
I
something.
absolutely love that. And because of that T-Rex,
Yeah.
I got all the dinosaurs, you know, I made my own little world. A bit of a fucking loser, really, looking
Yeah.
back at it. But
No, that's great though.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Look, my best present is probably saying it's probably not the most fancy of presents, but it actually was an alarm clock. I got given an alarm clock.
Whoa, now hang on a sec. Now just hold on.
I just can't.
I just don't know where the fuck are we going.
Where the fuck did he find him? I keep saying this week after week
No,
after
but
week.
it
No, hang on. See, I asked for you.
Yep.
I asked for the best, right?
Exactly.
And you're telling me it's an alarm clock.
Yeah, it was given to me in 1987 when I was little.
Right. Do you still have it?
And I still use that same clock today. It has been the best piece of electronic equipment I think I've ever owned. It's never died. It's still
Fascinating.
It's travelled the world with me. It's just a teeny tiny little clock. It's only probably maybe 3 inches by 3 inches high.
I think it's going to
And
go any
it's-
day, David. Have you ever got something that's like just broken, that just doesn't work? Like I remember getting like a game when I was younger, and it just didn't work. And I mean, it's just literally a useless piece of plastic.
Yeah, I remember as a kid being given board games that it actually was like just such a useless game. There was no fun in it. It was actually the most entertaining thing about the board game was probably actually trying to read the instructions.
Right.
You know, like that was probably there were some
This is
games which
great.
were horrible.
Page 4.
Got it.
Got it. Right. Matt's going to tell us, everyone, the worst Christmas present he ever got.
Some ham.
Satsuma.
A what?
A Satsuma.
Oh, what's that?
An orange.
An orange.
I got an orange.
You got an
I thought you were going to say Russian hamsters.
Were you like, did you have scurvy? You know,
I was in the Navy and my teeth were falling out.
it's like he just came home from his first big, port out,
I got
funny.
an orange.
An orange?
Yeah, I did get an orange. I've also got ham before.
Right.
Being a vegetarian, that's
I
incredibly
got
offensive.
do you know a good Christmas present I got? It was great. From someone I knew too, like a friend got me it looked like a gift certificate, but it was a certificate for like a free trial for something that I would then pay for at a later date. It's like, who gives you that? It's like they give you those free in newspapers.
It's almost like saying, "Oh, here you can attend a seminar on timeshare apartments."
Yeah, exactly. I remember though. Do you remember we went to Christmas one year at someone's house and we did a Kris Kringle, right? But the other two guys that were there, they hadn't prepared for Kris Kringle at all. They literally hadn't prepared. So like we had all prepared and brought presents, but they didn't, and they realized that they'd forgotten. So what we ended up doing, what they did is that it was time for them to give us the gifts, and they went to their rooms and they just picked a random thing in their rooms to give us. And I got a fucking one of those little balls that you kick, like a hippie football ball. You know what do you call those things?
A hacky sack.
A hacky sack. I got that.
Yeah.
And he didn't even wrap it up. He put it in a plastic bag and he gave it to me.
That's almost as bad as someone going, "Oh look, I've got some salt sachets and some things. Oh look, here's a napkin from a restaurant.
I've got a McDonald's wet wipe. I think, I don't know, you're quite easy to buy for though, I imagine. I think
People tell me that.
I think so though. I think so. I think you're not too bad.
Because
Devon, I imagine you're extremely difficult to buy for. I would say your interests on that particular year
I
are
disagree.
quite
I disagree.
focused.
I disagree. Pole, woman.
You've been to strip clubs, I imagine.
Yes.
Have you enjoyed?
How many have you been to?
I think I've only actually been to 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no, nothing.
in your whole life? Like so twice in your life?
No, actually, sorry. 3.
3, okay. Have you enjoyed
month.
them?
You know, the funny thing is, they're actually not that that's one thing. They're not often that enjoyable.
There's not many people I would go to a strip club with that I think would enjoy it. You would be one of those people.
Yeah. Well, see, I remember once I had the work phone on me, and I had to be actually on call, and I was in a strip club with the work phone, and I actually had dropped the phone at some point.
Right.
And yes, after I had the lap dance, I thought, okay, that's right. I'll just grab my things and head on out. And then I'm going, hang on a second, where's the work phone? And I'm panicking because it's, I couldn't care less if it was my phone, but it was the work phone. And all of a sudden I had strippers on their hands and knees, all searching around the floor trying to find the work phone.
I'll give you $10 if you look under that table.
It was great. They all worked in like teamwork. I had like 5 or 6 of them, all on their hands and knees, like looking under the chairs and the couches and lifting up cushions and everything.
I've only been once,
Right.
and I got in an argument.
Okay.
Because I went into the strip club, and you know what I'm like.
Right.
I go into something like that. I think this is fake. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know.
But then you drink, and then you're like, it's not fake. It's
no,
real.
I didn't even drink. I was just like, you know, I when I'm faced with something like that, I for some reason it sounds a bit arrogant, but I do turn into a filmmaker.
Right.
I can't help myself.
Do you analyze?
Do you sort of put your hands up and make that sort of frame?
Can you move your tits to the right? At least trying to get the shot in, right? No, I do. I get very arrogant, you know. I was just like, I need to dive in and get investigate, you know.
I understand,
because I just
what is this really about?
It's just fake, you know.
Do you sort of say, oh, like, now what's your inspiration? Like, are you are you sort of a Shakespearean actor, or are you?
Was Dolly Parton someone you wanted to be? But yeah, I do. I investigate, but the problem is, I was doing this, but I was making friends with strippers.
Right.
So they were coming up to me,
but
being strippers.
They are people.
Well, this is why I was doing this, because they were coming up to me as strippers. Let's just say they're not strippers.
They're not strippers. They're dancers.
All right,
they prefer to be called
performance artists.
Oh, is that what it is now?
Be PC about it. It's Christmas, right?
Right.
So they were coming up to me as things, right? Dancing
boobs.
I can't believe he took so long to get that out.
To say the word boobs. Fuck, I'm only 32. And, you know, I wasn't like, oh, why'd you do this? You know, I'm like, oh, yeah. And before you know it, they're saying, oh, yeah, I'm studying. I'm doing this. I'm like, you know, Melbourne University. I'm like, this. And
it's always, I'm trying to pay my way through college. Oh,
well,
right.
They do, you know.
Right.
Anyway, I met one girl, really lovely. She came up to me. She was like, what are you looking for? And I said, conversation. She goes, oh, lovely. So she sat down with me.
Oh, God, you're one of those people.
I got her a drink, you know,
Right.
and we sat down. I crossed my legs and tried to look smart about it, you know, like, so what do you do?
You know what's funny?
Where are you from?
Did you bring out your pipe?
You know what? Every single reason people go to strip clubs, you go for the opposite reason. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of bad if you're sort of a person who goes to strip clubs so much that you're kind of on first name basis with people. You know, imagine if it was like the set of Cheers, but you walk into a strip club.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
Hey, get them out, girls, get them out. Anyway, let me finish my story.
All right.
So, I'm chatting to this very lovely girl, very attractive, great knockers.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, she is a professional.
Tick, 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 tick. Anyway, I'm talking to her like a human being, and it was great. She wanted to be an actor. She was doing drama school, not film, sorry, drama school, right? So she was doing the acting.
Like porn.
Yeah.
Porn. And she was like, you know, talking, and I said, oh, I'm a filmmaker. She said, oh, that's great, you know. And then she was asking me what kind of portfolio photos she
should have.
You know.
Do you mean it's like Shakespearean type stuff? Like headshot?
Not bloody Charlie Anals. I'm talking, you know.
In Diana Jones?
Yeah, none of that.
None of that. Like the real deal.
I'm talking, you know, proper filming.
You know, like,
and then did she end up becoming an actress on Home and Away, or?
Anyway, I'm chatting to her and it's very lovely. Her boss comes out.
Right.
Little stripper.
The little stripper.
Little stripper. She's been watching me
the
whole night.
So is her boss a stripper as well?
Yes.
Oh, right. So it's like lead stripper.
She's
like Darth stripper.
She's the god stripper. Godfather stripper. Anyway, she comes up to me and she goes, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Right.
And I was like,
I'm having a conversation.
This is the thing with me, Gary. I sound common, don't I? You know, you can
do.
hear it in your
You've got the London thing, you know,
in your headphones. But I become very posh when I get insulted. I'm like, I beg your pardon.
I'm
what
sorry.
do you mean?
Yeah. Can you please explain yourself, please?
Yeah.
It's like I'm from a private school and I can only understand sentences that are quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Please articulate yourself in a more meaningful manner. You know?
It's like, right.
Anyway, this stripper.
So, you know, hey, fuck off, mate. You know.
This stripper here is like, oh God, no, she's going to kick off. And then she's like, you know, you're beautiful, Matt. But she didn't say Matt, but mate, you're beautiful. You're a good-looking man. Why don't you take her into a booth and pay her money? She's got to pay her for mortgage.
Yeah, but that's her job. She wants you to cash
she's
out.
selling.
Yeah.
But communication-wise, shit.
Oh shit, yeah. That's
So I went for being.
It's like get in there and get her baps out.
Yeah, get your baps out. That's what she said. That I'm like, oh, fair enough. Like, you're beautiful. I'm not beautiful. Fuck off.
Yeah. You're a lovely person. You're a good-looking guy. You know what?
Yeah, you got a personality. What? You can't hear me. I'm in the club, right?
You know what? If you give me $50, you'll be fucking more beautiful.
Anyway, so I went from posh Matt back to common Matt. I said, fuck this shit. Fuck you. I'm fucking going.
Yeah, you're a turd.
Bloody walked out.
All the big words came out.
I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to walk out,
Yeah, cockhead.
Walk past his pole.
Yeah. I'm never coming here again unless I have lots of money and then I'm going to fucking come. Except for you. I like you. Yeah.
Anyway, I was walking out the door. Yeah. Just as I walked out, another girl came onto a pole. The biggest pair of tits you've ever seen.
Wow.
I just stood there for a couple of minutes.
Well, that's kind of the idea, though. That's the idea of going, isn't it?
That's not bad. Anyway, I ended up going, but I left my bag there.
Right.
So I had to wait around for 2 hours till my mates came out with the bag.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get the bags wouldn't let me back in. Anyway, that's the sort of
funny man. Well, I might have the experience. I have been once. It wasn't very fun. I might end up going again.
So where are you going?
But it's an optional stripper club thing. So it's one of those kind of polite, kind of an invitations where it's like, well, we'll see what happens. There may be this, but if there is, if there's, a group of sensitive men, then not.
See, I absolutely hate Bucks nights where it is so low key, where it's almost like you've gone to a pub and had a couple of casual drinks. I mean, my average Saturday night of just going out has 10 times more vibe and energy than what some of these Bucks nights I've actually been to.
My experience was very similar to that. Like, it felt like I was in a bar that had people that were dancing in the background. Like, it wasn't very interactive. Not that I needed that. I'm not that kind of person, really. But I suppose if you're going to go and do it, it's such an exotic idea when you haven't done it. You're expecting bloody fireworks or something,
See, I once went to, I think, the lamest Bucks night ever.
Right.
It was on a Tuesday night.
That's a bad start.
From 6 to 8.
Wow.
At a pub
Is it church?
that still had its normal lights on, hadn't even dimmed the lights yet, was still the normal lights.
It's like kind of like, happy hour's done now. All right, lads, time to go. Yeah.
And people arrived late. I thought I'll be there. If it starts at 6, I'll be there at 6, thinking it's only going to be a short party.
That's amazing.
It was nearly 7 o'clock before half the people turned up.
Wow.
And the party finished, and the Bucks night finished at 8 o'clock.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
See, I can't stand people like that.
That's
I
awful.
just would have walked away.
Did you come home and just, that was the shittest night? You could have went out on your own and had a better night on your own. You know what I mean?
If that night was food for me, that would have been like having a salad. Like, for me, a salad does nothing for me. And that's what that night was.
Well, you're clearly not into the healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, no. But what you want is you want to get a Big Mac and chips, mate.
Dipped in chocolate. You see, I think with strip clubs, though, men and women do behave very differently. See, I think a lot of women seem to think their boyfriends or husbands will just act like maniacs.
They don't.
The guys are all sort of quite quiet.
And it's the
women who actually, as soon as they see a man take off his shirt,
because they're making the money.
Absolutely nuts.
Because they got to get paid.
Yeah.
They got to make.
Women are smart.
They're really smart.
When you go, this is the thing about strip club. It shows you how stupid men are. They're fucking the stupid fucking species. Like, when you think about it, why would you pay money to watch a woman take her clothes off when you can just go to a pub and spend the same amount of money on a chick that might like you, and you can have sex?
Correct.
All night.
I understand.
And all day.
I understand.
And all night again.
I do get it. The whole idea of the strippers is to almost get cake but not get cake. Isn't that the idea?
Yeah.
So the idea is to
I've always wanted cake.
I know you do.
I know
you're
sponge,
a cake guy,
Gary.
I totally understand.
I
get it.
I want the icing.
I think
and
that's
the candles.
Idea. I think the idea is to commit sin without commit sin type thing. That's the purpose of it, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I just you go in there, it's fake.
So when I went, there was we're all sitting at a booth and we're all drinking, and then there's a lovely lady, she's dancing, you know, that sort of thing. She's, I don't know, she's 18, 19, 20, something like that. And then there's another lady that's much older, but looks quite similar. And she goes up to her and starts speaking to her. And my friend goes, you know what? That's her mother. And her mother is telling her to go make some money tonight. And I looked at it and she was right. They were right, because that was the mother going up to the daughter on the pole going, all right, you've had a dance, but get out there and make some fucking money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
We've
was
got Christmas coming
and
up.
I was like, God, you know, I couldn't believe it. It was like witnessing like tigers fight in the wild. You know, it was just weird to see it. And then she went around all the tables. But it was, until someone said it to me, and that was exactly what was going on. It was the mother.
See, that's where you know, guidance counsellors at school are just not doing their jobs. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, those girls make a huge amount of money each night. That's actually the funny thing too.
They do. I mean, but if you fill out that form, you know, at school, it tells you what you're going to do. You know, I don't think the stripper comes up at the end. And I should mention for everybody listening, if you do want to hear more episodes of this podcast, you should go to smegcast.com. All right, cheers me, for fuck's sake, will you? Come on.
For fuck's sake.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you, the listener. Thank you for listening to our Smegcast. We enjoy your company.